Hey guys, it's Lisa. I haven't seen you guys in a while. How are you? Is that a new shirt? I like it. Okay, so I had a contest. Who could guess what my Friday blog would be about today? And if you don't follow me on Twitter, then you're probably like, what? And then if you don't follow me on Twitter, I'm like, what? So we're even. Follow me on Twitter. But anyways, okay, so I gave a couple hints, and one of them was that I was going to talk about when I rescued the dog. Do you guys remember that? I rescued a dog about 2 weeks ago from my neighbor. And also I'm working on Transformers, which has me completely crazy schedule-wise. It's been very, very insane. So the topic today is, it's about, well, let me first say it this way, okay? When I rescued the dog, okay, I saw the owner being really rough with this puppy. I mean, it was a young dog, and there was blood on the puppy's mouth and on the paws, and I had just walked up from having dinner. Now, some people said to me I should have filed a complaint about him or called the police on him. And what I kind of thought about in that moment was there's a lot of different things I can do. But what can I do? Like, he's my neighbor, and he's moving out because he's been kicked out of the apartment building. I don't know what his temperament is like, but I do know what he's doing to the dog. And I do know that he's been kicked out because he's been fighting with his girlfriend, and he's broken the windows, and he's punched holes in the walls and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, he knows where I live, and blah, blah, blah. So my goal was just to get the dog away from him. I wasn't going to solve all of the problems of the world, but I was just going to get that dog away from that guy. That's all I knew. So I talked him into letting the dog spend the night with me. I said I had some friends that were interested in this type of dog and all that kind of stuff. So I got the dog away from him. In the morning, I took the dog to the vet, and then I found a home for the dog. He was going to take the dog to the pound over the weekend and tell them that it bit him so they would put him to sleep. This dog was not aggressive, and the guy really wasn't connecting what he was doing with the dog's behavior. So anyways, forget all that. The point is, do what you can do. You don't have to do everything to do something. And I think a lot of times we think if we can't do the whole entire thing, then we can't do anything. And a lot of times I get emails about dogs that are, that need homes, that are going to be put to sleep in shelters. And I think, oh my God, I can't take that dog in because I have Zimba and I have the bunnies and I live in an apartment and I work all these crazy hours. And I kind of like start to shut down. But then I think, let me create a web page on my website. Let me forward this to a couple people that I know are like massive animal lovers. So there are things that we can do. It may not be everything, and don't let that discourage you. Do something, even if it's not everything, and even if it's not perfect, because something is better than nothing. And even during the time with Transformers, with all the craziness going on, it's like, if somebody needed me or something was going on, I did something as opposed to nothing. And it wasn't perfect, and it wasn't the way I wanted to be with that person, but I did something which was better than nothing. And then when my father had a stroke and, was in Florida, and I really couldn't stay that long, he didn't want me to stay that long on top of it because he's in the middle of, he's in the middle of all of his therapy. I went out for 5 days. Something is better than nothing. And I think that that's the key, is that instead of shutting down when you think you can't do everything exactly the way you want to do it, whatever that is, whether it's going towards a goal or being part of helping someone that's in an emergency, or, rescuing an animal, or doing something for the environment, or helping out a friend or a coworker, do something. You can do something. Try to find something that you can do. No matter how busy you are, no matter how crazy everything is, try to find that something that you can do, even if it's just forwarding an email, because something is better than nothing. I love you guys. I've missed you, and I'll see you guys all next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.